Hello friends of yoga, my name is Lonna and welcome to this Hatha Flow hip opening class. It'll probably be about 20 minutes. So grab your mat, come join me, using any props that you may need. If you have blocks, blankets, pillows, bring those along for support. All right, let's get started. So today we're going to start laying back in bound angle. So bringing the soles of the feet together, and then you're just going to want to ease your way back onto the floor. If you're using any supports, have them handy if you want them outside your hips here. And just laying down on your back. Lift your seat, replace it, hands gently on the inner thighs. We'll just close the eyes just for a couple of breaths here before we begin. So we'll just pause before we begin. Taking some nice deep inhales through the nose, long exhales out the mouth, just to release anything that you might be holding on to physically, mentally. So let's take that inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Go ahead, one more. Inhale. And exhale through the mouth. All right. So lots of tension we hold in the hips, whether it's physical or mental. So we're just gonna work into our hips a little bit, doing a little bit of Hatha yoga here. So we can begin to open our eyes. We're gonna take the hands to the outsides of the legs. We're gonna just gently bring those feet onto the floor, knees together. And then let's take those feet right up off the floor and let's take a happy baby pose here. So happy baby pose, you wanna flex the feet, bend the knees, lengthen out the spine and tail along the floor. And let's just grab hold of those shins. Maybe you're a little bit lower, maybe you're a little bit higher towards those ankles. And just remembering, I'm here to guide you through this practice. So really do what's best for your body, honor your body. Taking modifications if need be, taking breaks. All right, so then from this happy baby, we're going to gently bring the feet down towards the floor. We're just going to toe heel the feet towards the edge of our mat and let those knees knock into one another. And then let's come into those cactus arms. So we're bending at right angles, backs of the arms on the floor, palms facing up. We'll come into our windshield wiper legs. We're going to take an inhale. As we exhale, flow the knees towards the right. So the soles of the feet will lift a little. You're on the edges of your feet, the inside of the left, outside of the right. Inhale back up to center. And then exhale, let those knees come over towards the left. So flowing with the breath. Inhale to come up. And exhale, other side. All right, one more to the side. Inhale. And then exhale over towards the left. We're just going to pause here on this side. Keep breathing. Keep drawing down through that right knee towards the floor. If it feels okay to lift your left foot and just place it on the side of that right leg, just gentle guidance, drawing that knee down towards the floor a little more. Getting a stretch to that front hip and side oblique area. Nice deep breaths. Go ahead and come up with that in-breath. And as you come up, leave that ankle crossed over the right leg. And then we're going to just bring those fingertips towards the side of our head here. We're going to inhale, lift the right foot up off the floor, flex both feet, draw right knee in, left knee out. Option 2 is inhale, engage your core. So really pull the low back into the floor, lift head and shoulders, still looking up towards the ceiling, leading with the heart. So a little bit of core action as we stretch out those hips. Breathe. Both feet are active. Knees are bent at right angles. And then the next option, you can either put your head back on the floor if you had enough in the core, or you can reach those arms forward, palms facing one another. Reach. Breathe. Keep drawing the right knee in, left knee out. Using your breath. You can keep it right here. Our next option is to grab hold with both hands, that left leg, and extend the right leg out, or just stamp that right foot into the floor. If you can straighten that right leg out, great. It's just going to hover above the floor there. And you're just hugging this left leg in. You might even be able to cradle, sole the foot into the right, crease elbow, knee into the left, lifting, making sure there's no strain in that neck or back, pressing low back in. Breathe. Take one more inhale, lift, and then as we exhale, gently straighten that left leg out, nose to knee, and then exhale, lower head and shoulders, bring that right foot back, right to happy baby. Maybe a little rock from side to side. Okay, go ahead and bring those feet back down towards the floor, and back into our windshield wiper legs. So feet walking out towards the edge of our mat, knees coming in together, cactus arms, inhale, exhale, both knees to the right. Inhale back up to center, and exhale left. Inhale up. Last one over this way, exhale, knees to the right. So just pausing here once again, stretching it out. Option 2 is to bring that right ankle on top of the left leg and gently guiding it down, stretching through that left side this time. And then with your next inhale, slowly bring that leg back up. So you're ready for your figure 4 here. We'll bring the fingertips to the side of the head here. And as we inhale, we're gonna lift the left foot up off the floor to start, flexing both feet, drawing left knee in, right knee out. And if you wish, you want a little bit of core work, you're gonna inhale, lift head and shoulders, keep looking up at the ceiling, leading with that heart, all that control in the core, and breathe. Keeping that awareness of the left knee in, right knee out. Next option is to release those hands, reach them forward, palms facing one another. And then we can also grab hold of that right leg, extend the left, or stamp the foot if you're modifying a little. Hugging that knee in, stretching through that right hip. Breathe into it. One more inhale, lift. And then exhale, release that leg, straighten it out, nose to knee. Let's just keep it here. We're breathing, hugging that knee and nose towards one another. We're going to take an inhale, and then exhale. Let's just switch legs. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhaling here, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale, switch. Left leg should be in, inhale, and then exhale, lower that head and shoulders. And we're right back to that happy baby. Maybe a little rock from side to side. See how you feel. All right, so we'll release those feet. We'll bring the hands behind the knees. We're just going to gently rock the length of the spine so you'll come to sit. We'll do that a few times. And then we're going to rock right up into a squat. So you can use your hands if you need to get up. If you're not in that full squat, you can also just come halfway with arms resting on those thighs. So we want to toe heel our feet out. So toes are pointing towards the corners of our mat. And then you're bending the knees. So knees are in line with those toes as you slowly start to sit. And this might be your squat here, that's fine. If you can bring the tail down towards the floor, palms come together, using those arms to open up those legs. Find your breath, sink into the heels. We're going to flow with our breath here. We're going to take an inhale in the squat. And then as we exhale, we'll slowly start to straighten the legs, hands come towards the floor. Inhaling, and then exhale into the squat. We can let the arms go forward. Inhale, straighten the legs, a little bit of a fold. And then exhale back to squat. Inhale, straighten. And exhale. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, squat. And then we're going to inhale, come straight up. And then from here, we're going to toe heel our feet to about hip distance apart. We want to have soft knees. We're going to inhale, lengthen, hands on shins, nice long back. And then exhale, we're folding over those legs, stretching out through the hamstrings. So we want to make sure we're keeping our lumbar straight. If you need to bend your knees a lot, you can do so, belly on thighs. And then just let the arms ragdoll down, crown of the head falls. With every inhale, our torso will grow a little longer. Every exhale, folding a little deeper. And then from here, let's inhale, halfway look up with those hands on shins. We're going to exhale and fold. Inhale again, look up. And then as we exhale, we're going to step back with the left foot, coming into a low lunge. Left knee comes down onto the floor. If you're using any sort of blocks or books, you can have them on either side of that front foot. Otherwise, you can bring your hands up onto your thigh here. Inhaling. And then exhale, you're sinking the pelvis towards the floor, making sure that knee doesn't go past those toes. You can have the back toes tucked or untucked, whatever feels good. Getting in that front left hip flexor. And then from here, we're going to heel toe that right foot over. We're going to bring the hands down towards the floor to the inside of our right foot. Take another inhale, lengthen up. And then exhale, just gently bowing here. You might even want to have a pillow or block here with your hands on it if you're not quite on the floor. Should be no pinching or pulling in the knees, so make sure that knee doesn't go past the toes in the front. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, just gently bowing. Going as far as it feels good for you. Maybe some of us can come onto the forearms on the floor or the block. Nice deep hip stretch. Use that breath. All right, and then from here, we'll just slide that block forward. We're going to plant our right hand down. So we've got our plank hands ready. We're going to tuck the back toes. Lift the knee if you can, unless you're coming into a half plank. And you're going to bring that right foot back to meet the left. So you can choose either both knees on the floor or lifted. So you've got shoulders and wrists in line, pressing through those heels, engaging the quadriceps. You're in your plank here, breathing. I'm going to take one more inhale. With the exhale, let's lower down. So you can use knees for support as you go down if you like. Come right down onto our bellies. Untuck those toes. So we're just face hovering above the mat. We're going to take our hands off the mat out to the side, so elbows are pointing up and out. Let your face hover above the floor. Press into the pads of the fingers as you inhale and slowly roll up. And then exhale, back. We'll do that a few times. Inhale, roll it all up. And then exhale. Last little cobra variation. Inhale. And then exhale. We'll slide those hands back under the shoulders. We'll press through the palms, come to the knees, send those hips back towards your heels. We'll take a child's pose here. And breathe. Let's look up towards our hands. And we'll come to the knees, tuck the toes. We'll take our first downward facing dog. So the hips are going to lift. Feet are hip width apart. Soften those knees. Lengthen the tail up as the belly is drawn towards those thighs, creating an inverted V. Subtle softness in the elbows, no locking them out. Bring the gaze forward. Let's walk up towards the front of our mat. Take that inhale, halfway look up, hands on the shins, and exhale, fold. Let's toe heel our feet out to our squat stance. Take that inhale, lengthen, exhale, back into your squat variation. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, squat. Inhale, straighten the legs, and exhale, squat. And that's last one. We'll inhale, we'll straighten up. And as we exhale, let's toe heel our feet a little bit closer. We'll take another inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, fold. Okay, from here, we're going to step all the way back with our right foot. We're going to bring that right knee down, coming into that low lunge to start. If you're using blocks, you can use them there, or hand up onto your thigh here. Inhale, lengthen up. See my hip over my back knee, and then as you exhale, pelvis towards floor, back of that hamstring of the left leg moving towards that left calf. Breathe. Inhale up, turn the palms, exhale to the inside of that left foot. Let's toe heel that left foot over as far as it feels good, hands to follow. Inhale, lengthen through that torso, and then exhale, just gently bowing towards the floor. Maybe you have a block here with your hands on it, or a book or a pillow. Maybe you're coming to forearms. You're a little bit more flexible in the hips. Couple more breaths here. And then let's slowly come back up onto those plank hands, gently moving your support away, tucking your back toes if they're not tucked already. Lift the back knee if you're coming to that full plank. See if you can bring that left foot back to meet the right without it dragging the floor. So really engage your core and gently step it back. Pause here in plank. Couple breaths. One more inhale. On the exhale, let's slowly lower. So either with knees or your nice flat plank. We'll come into that cobra variation as we bring the fingertips, the pads of the fingers off our mat towards the side of our mat. Nice big elbows sticking out. We'll inhale, roll it up, and then exhale, flow it down. Inhale up, and exhale down. One more, inhale, and then exhale. We'll slide those hands back under our shoulders, press into those palms, back to your knees, hips to heels, right back to your child's pose, forehead down towards the floor, arms reaching forward. Nice deep in-breath, and exhale. And again, inhaling, and exhaling. Bring your gaze up towards your hands, lifting your hips and coming back up into your downward facing dog. Let's do a little pedaling of the heels here, walking up the hips, the calves. All right. So this time we're going to lift our right leg and float it back into three-legged dog. We're going to look forward and we're going to gently step that foot between the hands. We're coming into that runner's lunge. You can also choose to have that left knee on the floor like we did before if you'd like to modify. Breathing here, press through that back heel. And then we're gonna just bring that right hand to the inside of that right foot, toe heel that right foot all the way over. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, gently down here. exhale, going a little lower, pressing through that left heel unless you have the knee on the floor. And then we'll gently bring the knee on the floor. We'll plant that left hand up a little and over to the edge of your mat. Inhale, and as you exhale, take a twist towards your right. You can have that right hand on that right knee, looking over your right shoulder. Maybe even rolling to the outer edge of that right foot if that feels okay. If you're someone that can maybe bend that back left leg and reach with your right hand and draw that heel in, you can take it here, but not necessary. A little bit of a deep hip opener or hip flexor and quadricep stretch here. More breaths. And then let's gently release that leg. We'll plant the right hand and we'll step it back, tuck the toes. This time we'll come right to downward facing dog. And we'll just walk those heels again, pedaling them up and down, alternating. And then pausing for breath before we do the other side. We'll let that left leg float back and up. And then we're going to look forward. Gently step it through into your runner's lunge, choosing to keep the right knee up off the floor or modifying with it on the floor. And then we're just going to simply bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot, toe heel that left foot to the edge of your mat. Once again, making sure that left knee doesn't pass the toes. Hands or using block, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, gently bowing. Feeling free to bring right knee towards the floor if that's where you're at. More forearms. And from the forearms, you can slowly work your way back up to your palms. All right, so this time we're going to slowly start to straighten the front leg. We're going to walk the hands towards the right. We're going to pivot on the feet. So we come into a nice wide stance with our feet here. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, let's take a bow. You can have your knees a little bit bent. You can have your hands on blocks. If those hands are flat, you can walk them between your feet, lining fingers up with toes, pressing into the palms, drawing the crown towards the floor. And then from here, we'll inhale, halfway look up. And on the exhale, we're just going to slowly start to heel toe the feet a little bit closer. Once you bring the heels in, that one last time, keeping the toes pointing out, slowly bring yourself up so that you're in your dancer pose or horse stance. Lots of different names for it. So knees and toes pointing in the same direction. You got the knees and ankles in line somewhat here. We're going to inhale those arms all the way up. Exhale, sink a little lower. We're going to inhale, straighten the legs. And then exhale, bending. Inhale, straighten. And then let's exhale. And this time, if you don't want to straighten the legs, you can just move the arms, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling. Bring it here. One big inhale, palms together. Let's exhale, slowly straighten, hands through to heart center. And we'll toe heel our feet a little bit closer, right into that squat stance, and slowly bring yourself back down into your squat, using those arms, opening up, hands drawn in towards the breastbone here. Breathe. From here, we'll just bring one hand behind, slowly coming down onto our seat. We can extend those legs forward, give them a little shake. And then we'll take one twist here to finish off our little hip flowing sequence. We're going to place that sole of the right foot either to the inside of the left leg, or if it feels okay, to bring it to the outside with your right sit bone still on the floor. Left foot is active. I'm going to hug my right knee in with my left arm. Inhale up with my right. And then exhale, I'm going to turn towards the right. Place the hand at the base of the spine. Pause again for another inhale. Find more length through the spine. And then exhale, looking over your right shoulder. The spine is perpendicular to the floor. Your left foot is still active. And then we'll exhale, we'll gently unwind, maybe a little counter, and then we'll release that right leg down on the floor. And then choosing your variation with your left foot either to the inside of that right foot, maybe to the outside. I'm going to hug that left knee in with my right arm. Inhale up with my left arm. Exhale, twist left. Plant the hand. Take another inhale. And then exhale into your twist, looking over your left shoulder. Slowly unwind, counter twist, release, shake the legs, and maybe we'll finish off back where we began. Let's plant those feet. Send the arms forward, using your core strength to slowly roll yourself out. You can use your hands for support if need be. Back of the head back down onto the floor. Walk those feet in. Let's come right back into our happy baby. See if it's a little more accessible than the beginning of the class. Maybe you can reach the soles of your feet this time, keeping that tail lengthening out along the floor. Maybe you'll rock from side to side. And then we can bring the soles of the feet together. Gently bring them right down to the floor, back to that bound angle, Supta Baddha Konasana. Maybe lift your seat, place it. Have any support you need under those legs. Let's just finish off with the hands on the belly, elbows gently resting on the floor. You can even tuck your chin and then place the back of the head on the floor. Close the eyes. And just take a scan of your body. And just breathe here. Staying here for however long you would like. Thank you for joining me for this yoga class. Feel free to follow along, maybe subscribe. Let me know what you like, and I'll make sure that I post more of what you like and enjoy.